Hi guys, looks like we are live. Frazer Brookes here, coming to you live from Cologne in Germany. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how to use cold messaging to be able to build your network marketing business. So if you're just jumping on now, if you're watching the replay, let me know where you're calling in from, where you're watching this in from. I love to know whereabouts my audience is watching in from. It's very, very, very important for me, just in case, hey, if I go traveling around the world, I know who to contact, who to call, who can show me around town as well. So always let me on, always let me know where you're actually calling in from, whether it's the UK, America, Europe, wherever it might be. Now, again, today is probably one of the most important Facebook Lives, that I've done. It's a message that it's probably going to be, it's going to be a rant, it's going to be a training, it's going to kind of be a few different things, but it's so important that we share this message to every single network marketer on the planet. And you'll understand more whilst I go through this training, but it's so important. And if we get to share this with enough people and people enjoy this, I'm going to give you 2 massive tips on how you can get your message in front of more people just by following these real 2 simple tips. All right. Okay, let's get into it. So, if you're jumping on again, if you can actually hear me, just give us a love heart, just so I can hear it. And if throughout this presentation, if you actually value the things I'm telling you and teaching you, then please feel free to show us some love, so I know that what I'm saying is making sense to you and it's actually worth your while. So just got back to Germany. I was over the weekend. Spent the weekend back in the UK. Did an event on Sunday. There was over 350 incredible women, probably about 10 men in the room, and it was absolutely amazing. There was tears, there was laughter, there was hugs, there was cries. It was just amazing. So for all of you girls and you guys who were at the event, thanks for having me at that event. Thanks for making me feel warm and welcome. It was an absolute pleasure to be there as well. So, all right, let's get on to it. Cold messaging. Now, before I talk about cold messaging, I want to talk to you about the algorithm. I get asked this question all the time. Frazer, what is the Facebook algorithm? Frazer, how do I beat the Facebook algorithm? I want to just explain to you about algorithms. Algorithms run our lives. Literally, algorithms, although I can't even spell the word, right? Algorithms are everywhere. For example, traffic lights, all right? Algorithms are ran to determine what times when the light goes from red to amber, amber to green. That's an algorithm. Tesco's is ran on algorithms. So they know exactly when you go into Tesco's, they know exactly what you buy, how much you buy of it, and when you return. Are you someone who goes in on a Monday night or a Saturday afternoon? They know that. And they determine how much they keep and stock and store based on the algorithms they run. Another example, the prices of hotels and flights. That again is an algorithm. Everything is ran from an algorithm. All right. So Facebook do the same thing. But before I go into what cold messaging is, I want you to think back. In fact, if you created a Facebook account, before you joined network marketing, drop a 1 in the comment below. Okay? So if you set up a Facebook account before you joined network marketing, drop a 1 in the comments below. I want to see who's out there because I want you to think back to the time of why you actually set up your Facebook. Was it so you could cold message people? Was it so that you could actually stay in contact with your friends? Why was it? So I can see Jocelyn, Tony, Sharon. I can see a load of people on here obviously set up their Facebook accounts before they joined network marketing, right? We did it because we wanted to be social with our friends. All right. The number one thing that affects the Facebook algorithm is being social. So if you do things that aren't social, right? You will destroy the Facebook algorithm and your message will be in front of less and less people. All right? It's so important. So how do you build your business using cold messaging? You ready? You don't. And that is why it is so important for this message to be shared, because I'm going to show you exactly why you should never, ever message anyone that you're not friends with about your opportunity in business. It is fundamental. It's fundamental that we get this message shared out there. I can't stress this enough, because what I'm about to share with you could potentially make or break your entire business build on social media. Who am I to be able to say this? A lot of people are going to be like, oh, who's this guy chatting a load of nonsense, a load of rubbish, right? My name's Frazer Brookes, 29 years old, been in the industry. In fact, I've been in the industry longer than I've actually been born. Second generation network marketer, built my entire organization using Facebook. And guess what I used to do when I started back in 2010 using social media? I spammed the living daylights out of people, because I was told this one thing. And drop a 2 in the comments below if you've heard this. Network marketing is a numbers game. Drop a 2 in the comments below if you've been told network marketing is a numbers game. I don't know about you. If I could type 2 in, I'd be typing 2. I'd be hammering the living daylights out of 2. Right? Because everyone says, hey, don't worry, network marketing's a numbers game. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Okay? It is a numbers game, but that doesn't mean that you need to go and speak and spam and message 1,000 people in the next week. And I'm going to explain to you exactly why. All right? I'm going to explain to you exactly why. Facebook studies your behaviors. They've got the algorithm. So like the traffic lights, they know when it goes from red to amber to green. They know exactly when you are being a robot and when you are being a human, and what you do like and what you don't like. If you are I want you to write this down. If you are being social, you win. If you're not being social, you lose. Big time as well, right? So you actually, without you even knowing, you tell Facebook what you want to see more of. So if you're liking and you're commenting, you're sharing different things about football, guess what? You're going to see more stuff about football. If you start liking, commenting, sharing about coffee or about travel, you're going to see more about coffee and more about travel. That's what it's all about. Now, if you start spamming people and they don't like, or if people don't like what the stuff that you're putting out there, they're going to see less and less and less of it. Have you ever not spoken to a friend of yours on Facebook for a long time, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, they've not posted for a while, and then you go over to their Facebook wall and you're like, oh, they have. How come I've not seen it? So then you like it, love it, and guess what? It magically appears in your newsfeed from that point onwards. Because Facebook know, and they study your behaviors, they know exactly what you want. And what I want is different to what you want. I might want to see Liverpool Football Club, travel and network marketing. You might want to see dogs, cats, and the gym. I don't want to see that. So it's different. The algorithms are so important. Now, let's get into the actual nitty-gritty of this. Okay, so let's talk about PPI claims and compensation callers. Now, if any of you are not from the UK, don't understand it, like what I'm talking about, PPI and compensation, these are where you get those annoying phone calls from people to say, hey, I've heard you've been in an accident 78 years ago. Would you're open to compensation? Or, hey, I've heard that you took out some insurance without knowing the fees. Would you like to get some compensation? Right? Imagine if those callers, if you said no, imagine if they have 5 people say no to them in a row, that they couldn't make one phone call ever again. That's what Facebook's like. That's what Facebook's like. So if you're just going spam, Facebook then actually go, this guy's a robot. We don't want anyone seeing his posts. Your visibility goes down. Okay? Your visibility goes down. So why not to cold message? Okay? If you spam, and what I mean by spam is literally, in fact, drop a 3 down below, drop a 3 in the comments below, right? If you've ever received a message saying something like this: hi there, I notice we are like-minded individuals, and I like connecting with like-minded individuals. In fact, I'm partnered with an amazing project. Click this link to find out more. Drop a 3 below if you've had some sort of variation of that message I've just shared out there. Someone's you never even heard of. They've just sent you a link to some information and they basically expect you to join. Drop a 3, right? Okay. All right, good. Right. So a lot of people have had this. If you do that, are going to get absolutely screwed by Facebook, because if you spam 100 people a day and a low amount of people reply to you, you get screwed by Facebook. Simple as that. If you don't get replies, they don't like it, right? An example of that. If I was to be in a pub and I went round the entire pub, went to 100 people in the pub, hey, nice to meet you, my name's Frazer. And then I just basically just did that, but hey, my name's Frazer and I've got something to sell you. They look at me and go, sling her up, mate. Next person, I might get the odd person go, ooh, what is it? Right? But eventually, the landlord, guess what? He's going to kick me out. Stop sharing what you're doing, mate. Stop selling what you're doing. You're upsetting the customers. Get out of my pub. Right? That's what will happen. Okay? That's what will happen. Number 2, the second reason why not to cold message on Facebook. Okay? If someone declines your message, you get completely screwed by Facebook. What do I mean by that? Have you ever had those messages come through and it says accept or decline on your mobile phone? Right? So you get the message and it says, hey, Frazer, we're like-minded individuals. Click this link to find out more information. Blah, 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 blah. Decline or accept. If one person gives you a decline, you'll get screwed by Facebook. So don't do it. Number 3. All right, I'm going to move at rapid pace now. Number 3, if someone unfriends you or unfollows you because you're annoying them, because you're doing this, you're just spamming them with all these messages, guess what? You get screwed by Facebook. Your visibility goes through the floor because people are going, this guy's annoying, this guy's being robotic, this guy's harassing me. It just takes one of these things to seriously damage your credibility, right? Number 4, if someone blocks you, guess what? You get screwed by Facebook. So don't do things that are going to get people to block you. All right? Just don't do it. Don't be robotic. Don't harass. Don't spam. Right. And the last one, number 5. If someone marks you as spam, you are finished. Give me a 5. Drop a 5 in the comments below if you've had anyone message you or add you and you've declined them and said mark as spam. I do it all the time. For me, it tends to be these hot model-esque blonde girls who are always wearing bikinis and they're blatantly scammers or schemers. For the women out there, it might be the people who are trying to find a husband or trying to get a visa. Drop a 5 in the comments below if you've ever marked someone as spam. Now you notice that if you mark someone as spam, a few days later, or you don't mark them as spam, you don't get the request, and then it goes, oh, this is no longer an active profile. Guess why? Because so many people have marked them as spam. So what would happen to you if you spam loads of people? You get shut down. Facebook, screw you, right? I hope this is making sense. And if it is making sense, share this message into your group, into your page, to your friends, and let me know you've shared this because I want to thank each and every single one of you who shared this message because it's fundamental. Network marketers, stop doing this. All right, it's absolutely fundamental. You might be able to tell in my passion, in my voice, it's just so important. And if your upline's telling you, hey, just go message 100 people a day, tell them to watch this video, tag them in this video, because honestly, if they think that's great, but that means they don't understand network. That means they don't understand social media. I can't stress this enough. I really, really, really can't. All right, and what I mean by getting screwed. What I mean by getting screwed by Facebook is your visibility. People won't see what you're posting. So if you're spamming people at the moment, if you're just throwing loads of messages out there, 100 messages, 100 messages, 100 messages, and you're getting 3 likes, 5 likes, 10 likes on your posts, now you know why. Now you know why. So shout out Emma, Marty, Karen, Cynthia, Haley, Nikki, Meryl, Lorraine, thanks for sharing this message. So important that you're sharing this. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Amy, thanks. Davina, Carly, thanks so much. Corey as well, thank you very much. Okay, so now you know not to spam in groups. What to do instead? Be a human. Be a human being. Don't just, if you're going to speak to someone you're not friends with, saying, hey Bob, how's it going? Or hey Bob, see that you've got similar interests in mine. Would you be interested in being connected here on Facebook? Right? Be a human being, right? That's going to get you, if you get a reply from that, guess what? You go up, you climb the algorithm scale. The algorithm, you go up in the algorithm, right? If they don't reply, you go down. So what am I going to say? I'm going to give them a question to send me back. Right? So if I say something, and then I ask a question, they reply, algorithm up. If I just go, hey Bob, you rock, They might go, huh, great, but they're not going to reply. So do things, say things that are going to get replies back. Number 2, be social. The whole bleeding reason why you're on social media is to be social. So if someone asks you a question, reply back. Simple. Invest the time to screw the algorithm, right? To get in front of the algorithm, to hack the algorithm. It's just by doing normal things anyway. Number 3, reply to people's messages. If someone sends you a message, reply back straight away. Straight away, as soon as you can. In fact, drop a yes. Comment yes below if you've sent me a message and I've replied back to you within a few hours, maybe within an hour. Drop a yes below if you've ever sent me a message and I've replied to you, or you've ever commented on any of my posts and I've replied to you. I make it a mission. I've done it for 7 years. I've done it for 7 years. It's a thing that I do. When I wake in the morning, I answer all my messages. Before I go to bed at night, I answer all my messages. Whether it's a comment, whether it's a message, I always do it. And you can see here, there's tons of people who are commenting yes. And guys, I love connecting with each and every one of you as well. So if for some reason you've sent me a message or you commented on it and I've not written you back, then send me a message again and say, hey, Frazer, you never got back to me on that one. Okay. And number 4, build relationships by finding commonality. Build relationships by hey, if I was to ask you now, if you were to ask me, hey, your best friend Simon, what is it that you talk to him about? I'll tell you, I can talk to him for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours about property or business or cars, right? One of my best friends, Ben, I can talk to him for hours and hours and hours and hours about football. My girlfriend, I can talk to her hours and hours and hours and hours and hours about travel. Because we have that area of commonality. That's what you're looking to find when you're talking to people on social media. It's not going to be about your products or your services, right? Because you don't know that that's what you've got in common with them. But when you do know, then you focus the conversation on that and you get a fiery conversation. It's rocking. Think back to a time when you've dated someone, when you've first started dating and you might be on the phone for hours. Because you've got things in common and it's enjoyable to have a conversation. That's what you're looking for in social media. All right. In life, I want you to write this down. If you can write this down somewhere, I know I'm moving real fast. In life, you get rewarded by the skills you create. In life, you get rewarded by the skills you create. If that resonates with you, give us a wow emoji. All right. In life, you get rewarded by the skills you create. Sending 100 messages a day to complete strangers takes 0 skill. 0 skill. In life, you get rewarded by the skills you create. Sending 100 messages requires absolutely 0 skills whatsoever. So you're not going to get rewarded. You're going to get punished. Right? Now imagine if you did happen to send out 500 messages to 500 people and one person joins you. What do you think that one person is going to do to build their business? Probably do the same thing. So, how did you get me? Well, you sent me this message. Okay, well, I'm going to copy that message. Bad idea. Don't copy and paste. You're going to copy that message and then you're going to go all over Facebook. All over to my friends, my family, strangers, people I meet on the street, everything. I'm just going to send this blanket email or this blanket message, spam. They either get shut down, they get marked as spam, or they get one person to do the same thing. And you have a business completely built on sand that's never going to get anywhere. Because guess what? Your business has got 0 skills because it takes 0 skills to send out 100, 300, 500 messages. Do you think your new person will be able to send out 500 messages? No. They might get to 100, maybe 200 and then go, God, this is just not working. It's not for me, right? Just don't do it, guys. Don't do what you don't want to duplicate, all right? Simple as that. Facebook hates copy and paste. Why? It's robotic. It's not human, and people who do that basically just get screwed by Facebook. Don't copy and paste. All right. And if you do copy and paste, you can copy like links. That's fine, but don't basically say, hey, Bob, link, let me know what you think. Doesn't work. Get to know them first. then send them this. And guys, if this making sense to you, if this making sense, you want me to kind of continue, drop an 8, or drop a 7, no, lucky number 7, drop a 7, below if you want me to continue with a little bit more of this. I've not got too much left, but I want to share with you the 2 places and the 2 things to do of where you should be spending your time on Facebook to be able to increase the Facebook algorithm. All right, I want to tell you the 2 places, and I'm just going to kind of go into it anyway because my software is a little bit delayed. But there you go, so loads of lucky number 7s. Number 1. The biggest weight for the algorithm that has the most importance is the messenger. So you need to be spending the majority of your time in the messenger. Now, if you're sending 5 to 10 messages a day to people that you already know, don't all of a sudden increase it to 100, because Facebook then go, whoa, what's going on? That's gone too fast. You've scaled too fast. So instead of doing 5 a day, do 10 a day. Do things that you can consistently do. Right? I love seeing all these 7s. That means I'm doing something right. Okay. So make sure that you are basically spending a lot of time in Messenger. I would say of the amount of time I spend on Facebook, a solid 80% of it is in the Messenger. A good solid 80% of it is in the Messenger. And there's a reason for that. And there's a reason why you can go look at my posts right now and there's 100 likes, 200 likes, 300 likes, a few thousand views, whatever, loads of comments, because I'm spending time to get to know people. Remember what I said a few weeks ago? ABC, always be connecting, not always be closing, always be connecting. It's hard to close on social media. It's easy to connect on social media, and you can teach people to connect. And guess what connections turn into? Connections turn into conversations. Conversations turn into conversions, sales. There we go. You can write that one down. Okay. Number 2 is video. If you're not doing video today, you need to do a video tonight or tomorrow. That's my challenge for you. I challenge you, if you've not done a video yet, you haven't done one for a while, go live, record one, send it into a group if you need to, put it into a page if you need to, or if you've got the balls to do it, go put it in the profile. I promise you, if you start doing that, look at all the top leaders in your company who are rising at the moment, the fastest growing, right? I can pretty much guarantee that they're doing videos. Okay, I'm not going to mention names, but there's an incredible young lady who actually met for the first time on Sunday, and she was the one who held this event with the help of a few of her friends. Shout out to them; they know who they are. And she does a Facebook Live, and she gets thousands of people comment on it. Right, thousands of people comment on it, share it, like it. From what I've seen, the majority of her business has been built by doing that. Was she getting thousands when she started? No. Does she get thousands and thousands and thousands to watch it now? Yes. Is she completely special? Has she got something that you don't have? Granted, she's got experience, but you can do what she can do. She just goes live, tells her about her story and her upbringing, what she's passionate about, and how she's helping other people. It works. So spend time in the Messenger, spend time planning the videos and doing the videos, and stop spending your time doing this. Okay, that's me doing a dodgy scroll down, all right? And I know this sounds like a rant. I know might not be like a training, but it's so important that people in network marketing get to understand this message. Sorry if I move. I'm making you feel seasick and I move my hands a lot. Okay, now there is. I wanted to talk to you about the 2 bonus things, the 2 bonus tips. So I wasn't going to share this unless we. Well, actually, we've smashed 150 people watching this tonight. So there's 2 things that you can do, all right, to increase the number of basically likes you get per post. Number 1, and these are very important. These number 1, this is a big landmine. If you mention the words buy, sell, special offer, anything related to promoting something, your visibility will go through the floor. Why? Because Facebook want you to pay for that. If you want to try and sell something, you want to try to buy something, you want to try and promote something, you've got a special offer on. If you make that public and you mention those sort of words in your posts, Facebook are gonna punish you. Have you ever done that? Have you ever gone, oh, we've got a special offer on this product, and instead of getting like 20 likes, you usually get 20 likes. You're now getting 1 or 2 or 3. And it's like, oh my God, where is everyone? Like, maybe people didn't like that. Should I delete it? Yeah, I probably should delete it. And you try it again, fails again, try it again, fails again, try it again, fails again. Because Facebook want you to do that in a business page, and they want you to boost that. Because people are paying thousands of dollars every single day to get their message in front of people when they've got an offer for someone to buy something and promote it. So that's number one. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Number two, don't make more than 3 posts per day. Here's why. Number one, you can't duplicate it. All right. It dilutes the value. It kind of gets rid of the purpose, and it stresses people out. If I was to bring in someone, and this someone was a quiet little mousy woman, maybe Sally from next door, wonderful woman, has so much to say, but I say, right, Sally, I want you to post at 9 a.m., 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. every single night for the rest of your life. That's over 1,000 posts in it, 1,000 posts in a year. Now, they've got to be things of value. You can't post your dinner. You can't post a photo of your dog eating his dinner. You can't post a photo of your kid on a swing, is crying. You can't do that. It's got to be things of results, value, or lifestyle, right? Can you do that? 1,000? Yeah. Day 2 happens. Frazer, what should I say? And I'm like, oh my God, I can't post for her because I can't post 3 times a day, right? Don't do what you can't duplicate. The other reason is let's say that I post 3 times a day. Have you ever scrolled down Facebook and you've seen a post from the 3 different posts from the same person? Boom, boom, boom. No, it does not happen. You never see Frazer's post. Never, ever, ever, right? It never happens. So let's say that I post 9 a.m., 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Someone's been in work, they've come home, they've fed their kids, they've done whatever they've done, and then guess what? 8 o'clock happens. It's 8 o'clock, and people go on Facebook. Are they going to see the 3 posts? No. So the likes on the post goes down. Now, this might sound a little bit stupid, me talking about likes on a page, right? But the outside world look at that and as a barometer of, he's had 100 likes on his post. He must be really successful. It's weird to say that, but guess what? That's the reality that the world we live in today. All right. So don't mention buy, sell, offer, promote, or whatever, anything like that on your personal profile. But also try and once or twice a day maximum, in my opinion. Maybe just text only works really well. You can go see my profile for more information on that. So guys, that's today's lesson. I really, really appreciate it. Remember, there's a free bootcamp here, theninjanetworker.com/free. Feel free to share this with anyone, tag anyone below. I'd love to get this message out there to as many people as possible. It's so, so important that people stop cold messaging. To be honest with you, I'm going to tell you next week. I'm going to stick to the theme with social media because people seem to like this, but I'm going to share with you the 6 rules for knowing when is the best time to delete your friends. The 6 rules for knowing when the best time is for you to delete your friends. Because I promise you, having 5,000 friends is a bad thing. Having 5,000 friends is actually a bad thing. The optimum amount of friends is 2,500 to 3,500, there or thereabouts. Okay, that's what I've been able to test over the last 7 years or so. If you've not got anywhere near that, doesn't matter. One day you will have. So I'm going to tell you how I delete people every single day to increase the visibility of my posts so I can get in touch with more people, expose my message to more people, get loads more connections, more conversations, more conversions, more fun, more money, more income, more duplication, more retention, more residual income, more freedom to be able to let me live in this amazing apartment with this sustainable, that's what they call it, sustainable wall. All right. So with that, guys, thanks so much for being on. Thanks for sharing the message. Really appreciate you. And I'll see you live next Tuesday. All right. Take care. God bless. Good night. Bye-bye.